Every town has its stories, its secrets. What possible harm could come from sharing them? This is small town horror.
Small Town Horror is a weekly podcast presented without commercials, which means it's up to you to keep the search going with your donations. I've only been able to keep doing this as long as I have thanks to the support of the listeners as I search for answers. Please visit patreon.com/smalltownhorror to ensure those answers are found. Before we get into all of that, shut up. You really think there's anything you can say right now that's going to make any difference? What? What's so important? No one's going to hear you out here. Fine. Make it good.
Who are you? Why are you doing this? Please just let me go. You can take my wallet. Whatever you want. Just don't hurt me. Please. I have kids. What do you want? Who are you?
I had some housekeeping to take care of before I could get the answers I needed.
Brian? What are you doing?
Sorry. I saw him drive by. I guess I thought I was gonna follow him. He was gone by the time I got to the car.
You were going to leave me?
No. It was just an impulse. I'm sorry, I'm just tired.
Were you up all night?
Mostly.
What are we supposed to do now? Call the police?
Remember when I was talking about those fork-in-the-road moments of life, St. Clair? I've been thinking about that. I think you should leave.
What?
I think you should leave.
Are you fucking kidding? Why? Where am I supposed to go anyway?
He's here. We know he's here. He knows the car we're driving. He knows the motel. He'll keep an eye on it. I'm gonna go back to the hospital today and get him away from the motel. I'll get him somewhere he can't get away and call the police. You get an Uber or cab or something and just go. It's our best bet.
No.
No?
No, I'm not just gonna leave you now. After all this?
That's why you have to leave, Julie. Now we know he's here. The guy's fucking crazy. He followed us across the country for who knows what reason.
So call the cops.
He'll run. If he runs, I won't be able to find him again. He'll know we set him up. Then what do we do? Keep just barely sleeping forever? Wondering if someday we're going to wake up in a dark room somewhere? I can't do that. I can't do that to you. I won't.
You can't tell me what to do. Not after all this.
I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm asking you to do this. I can't risk losing you. I don't have anything else. If something happens and... Please. I need to know you're safe. When this is over, I'll find you. And the Oscar goes to... someone else. I can't act for shit, but I can play on sympathies. It's not like I lied. Without Julie, I don't have anything. But it's when you have nothing that you're free to do anything, right? Is that how the saying goes? Yeah, it was a dick move. But Julie couldn't be a part of what I was about to do. She'd probably try and keep me from doing it, and if not, oh, I didn't want her as an accomplice. It took more convincing, but but you don't need to hear all that, St. Clair. All that matters is that you hear the important bit. That she left. That she didn't have any idea of what I was about to do or what I'd already done. She had nothing to do with this. Remember that. She agreed to leave, but only if we left the motel at the same time, so she could see me and be able to see if we were being followed. She didn't want to be left alone, I guess. Made sense to me. I followed the cab until it got to the freeway. She looked out the back window and waved as they took the off-ramp and disappeared from sight. I went to rent a storage space. And by the way, whoever thought up the idea of storage facilities that don't have fences on the outside, thank you. So much more casual about your policies. I'm sure it was for people with boats or something to put into storage, but regardless. Frankly, it was nice just using my credit card again. Not so much worried about who was tracking me. I mean, the guy was in the trunk of his car. I had a pretty good idea of where he was. So I wonder, are you tracking me now? Did you find the storage space already? Do you want to know what happened in there? There's some kind of poetry in this, isn't there? With you there and me standing here. Does the sound of that door closing sound as final to you as it did to me? Here's the deal. I'm gonna take the tape off, but if you scream for even a fraction of a second, I'm putting it back on, walking out that door, and leaving you here to die. That's it. Do you understand? That's how much I hate you. Mm-hmm. Let's find out.
Please, just let me go.
Why would I do that?
I don't know what you want.
Think it over.
Please, whatever you think I did to you, you have the wrong person.
I do?
My name is Joe Schneider. I'm in town for work, my family.
Where do you work, Joe?
What?
Where do you work?
I work for Hanson Designs.
Hanson Designs. And what do you do for Hanson Designs?
I'm on their sales team.
You're a salesman. And what were you doing in that motel?
I'm in town for a conference.
What kind of conference?
Sales.
Sales, yeah. Yeah, I suppose I should have figured that.
Please, I just want to go home.
Uh-huh. Sorry, what was your name again?
Joe.
Okay, Joe. Now, how about you tell me the truth?
I don't understand.
Sure you do. Why don't you just tell me why you're doing this?
I work for Hanson
Hanson
Designs.
Designs, yeah, I heard that part. But can we just save some time and you drop the act? Jesus, fine. Maybe you need some time to think about it for a while. When was the last time you went to the bathroom? Hope you don't have to go anytime soon.
No.
The idea was for him to see the irony in it all. Being left alone in a room, tied to a chair. I couldn't have even planned the opening and closing of the door to have been any more of a personal fuck you to him. Julie called a few minutes later. I was a little surprised it took her that long to call. I did my best to play it cool.
So?
Nothing yet.
Seriously? Where are you?
In the parking lot, just waiting.
It sounds like you're driving.
No, I have the car on. Get the AC going.
Oh. I guess I don't miss that part too much. Stakeouts looked a lot cooler on TV.
I'm offended.
You shouldn't be, you're kinda boring.
Hey, words hurt.
You're tough.
You think so?
Look what you've been through.
I don't think that's tough. More like glutton for punishment.
This isn't your fault. You didn't make this stuff happen.
Still.
Hey, no pity parties. If I can't be there, you need to promise that you're not going back to the emo place.
I'll try.
You'll be fine. What if he doesn't follow you again? What if he leaves?
I'll give it a couple days. If nothing happens, I don't know. Still there?
Yeah. Just... Did Tom say anything to you?
What?
Like what that doctor asked when you two were on the ground. Did he say something to you?
No, I already told the doctor that.
It's just... I don't know. It looked like he said something.
If he did, it wasn't anything I could understand. I was just trying to keep him from biting my ear off. I don't know why I lied to her. Maybe it was because of where I still had to go. I didn't know how it would all play out with, well, you know, the whole guy tied up in a storage locker thing. And I don't know. I just couldn't have her going where I still had to go without me. And I didn't want her coming back thinking there was something I was keeping from her. I had other things to take care of. After we hung up, I took some time away from the storage locker. Not long, maybe an hour or so. From experience, I know it doesn't take long in a dark room to mess with you. Plus, it may have been relatively easy for him to get in there, but it wasn't exactly the most secure location in the world. I had him bound tight, but still. Why take the chance? Had time to think about things? Looks like you tried pretty hard to get loose. Looks like your wrist must hurt pretty bad, huh? Are you ready to talk?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
I don't know what you want me to say.
I want you to tell me why.
Why? Why what?
Why everything. But we can start with why even follow me. This was over.
I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't following you.
Fuck you. Stop fucking lying and just tell me why you followed us.
I'm here for a conference. I work for...
That's how it's gonna be, huh? You're gonna keep this up. Do I have to beat it out of you?
Please don't hurt me. I don't know what you want.
I want the fucking truth! What was I supposed to do? I've been tormented for nearly 2 decades. And for the last year of my life, I've been... Haunted doesn't even describe it. It doesn't come close. That time heals all wounds stuff doesn't mean anything. It dulls the pain. But the scars you carry around inside, those never go away. All at once I wanted to scream and cry and laugh. I felt sick. But I didn't hit him. Time does one thing. It gives perspective. What good would it do to hit the guy? Get him to tell me what I wanted? Get him to drop the act? There was a feeling underneath the sickness I felt just looking at him. What if he was telling the truth? What if I'd fucked up and taken the wrong person somehow? No, I knew I had the right guy. I wanted him to suffer, and I knew from suffering. Well then, Joe, I guess this is goodbye. The last hour was probably rough, but I figure you got about 3 days without food and water before you die. Was all this worth it?
No, wait.
No more talking. You weren't saying anything anyway.
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes, I was following you. Okay?
Then you know who I am?
Ryan Jennings.
Good. So let's start easy. Show me you understand what's going to happen if you decide to start lying again. Tell me, why were you following me? Oh, come on, you were doing so good. You really want to die here in a pool of your own piss and shit? It gets uncomfortable.
Because of Julie.
What? Hey, what the fuck did you just say?
Julie. I came to get Julie back.
What do you mean, back?
She's my wife.
How's that for a kick in the dick, St. Clair? You hear something like that? Put yourself in my place. What would you do? The guy who's been following you across the country, amongst other things, tells you he's Julie's husband. Multiple choice time. Do you A, believe him and listen to what he has to say? B, give up, he's clearly never going to tell you the truth? Or C, make him tell you the truth? This is one of those make or break moments when you learn what kind of a person you really are. So tell me, what do you think happened to him? Until next week. Small Town Horror is a weekly podcast presented without commercials, which means it's up to you to keep the search going with your donations. I've only been able to keep doing this as long as I have thanks to the support of the listeners as I search for answers. Please visit patreon.com/smalltownhorror to ensure those answers are found.